Welcome back to Dragon Age 2. Let's enter Kirkwall, I suppose. Hello, friends. Hi there. I'm here to join.
To the crowd, you lot.
No.
Get you into Kirkwall any faster.
You might be surprised. We're very good at bullying.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a midget's feet.
Don't look that poor. I guess we're just with the poor, so you're just kind of assuming. Well, I guess apparently it doesn't really matter. What do we got? What is this place? What will happen to us? Yeah, sure.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
Yeah, the random person in the hood behind us would also like to know. He looked at me for some reason. He must be executed.
But it's not.
Huh?
Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So
Damn it.
Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your
Knight
ship.
Commander Meredith. Why does it sound like the person running the city is a military leader? This is a Templar thing. Are Templars in charge of the city? Because that's a Knight Commander is a Templar rank.
That's a Templar title. Why do the city guardsmen answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall.
That's worrying.
Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted.
Much more worrying.
That chance.
Great! And this is the city I need. Goodbye.
I'll find my own way out of here.
You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from
Okay.
climbing the walls.
I have concern. So, I'm going to make this complaint here because it's an important complaint. This doesn't make sense to me. There's this wall of guards. All of these people are stopping everyone from getting in. When we walked up to here, to Guardsman Right, he said, hey, get back into the crowd with everyone else. We don't need you in here. And then, when we're like, alright, I guess there's nothing we can do, he says, yep, there's nothing you can do. Go on ahead and talk to other people ahead, even though you just told me you're not letting me through. Inconsistency. It feels like somewhere along that line they rewrote something and then didn't go back and rethink parts. Said that? Alright. Also, the fucking slavery aesthetic again. This is not a fun aesthetic.
Out of the Lothering country.
Like,
I don't remember ever seeing him there.
He served elsewhere. He was coming to find me at Ostagar.
oh.
Familiar with every Templar in Lothering.
Had to be.
How else was I supposed to know when to run and hide?
So she was at Ostagar with us, and he came to try and save her and get her out of there, and died.
Who gets us into the city?
Does it look like I'm in the city? You know what, actually, that's fair. There's no way for you to know. We look better armed than the rest of the refugees. Better to ask us than some of these other randos.
What do you want? Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave.
Yeah,
Kirkwall
it's
has no
easy
more
enough.
room for refugees.
We're not going to stand here all day. Then don't. Bye. Not to us. That's not our problem. I'm sorry you got screwed.
City is full.
Guard told me differently. That's not true. It's a big city.
Surely there's a bit of extra room for the pretty people.
Avalon's pretty pretty.
My
sister's pretty. My knife's pretty.
Than any of you. We've been letting you Ferelden's
That's
in
fair.
for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
That's
We
also
have family
probably still
here. Doesn't that mean anything?
good point.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already. Trust me. We'll find
I-
some ships to take you all back to Ferelden eventually. Until then, you stay here.
Be reasonable. No, he's being perfectly reasonable. Like, honestly, there's no point in trying to push. What he's saying does make sense. How much to get in? Nope. Who decided this? It was, like, first of all, before we even get into that as an option, the other guy was clearly trying to bribe him as we were walking up. Maybe that's not the strategy we go with. Why is it so much white light on my face? We don't need that much white. Make it a little bit darker in here, shall we? There we go. Also, do I need it to be red for this game? I made it red for Hard West. Put it back to the comfy purple. Nah, red looks better. Yeah, red just looks better. It's nice and dark. Alright, who decided this?
There must be someone else in charge we can talk to.
The city's been closed by order of the Viscount and Knight Commander Meredith, whose fortress you're standing in. But But as far as you're concerned,
This is a city. Why are you saying that the city... what do you mean those are my only options? Sure, be reasonable, which is
Our
just
uncle
not...
Gamlin Amel. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlin? I know that name.
Well, that's a
He's
good sign.
nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
Yeah, that's...
Nobleman? The only Gamlin I know is a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together.
Oh no.
I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What?
Mom.
You let them through.
Mom.
I didn't say anything about
What's wrong with your brother?
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
Neat.
That's
Do
it.
you have family in the
We're
city?
carving our way out of here. Men,
Oh, that's cute. Real fucking cute. Hey, you, hold still. Great. And then everybody blows up. Great. I don't like all of you joining in. Don't. Good, the archer's already down. Leader needs to be pinned. I need to summon my dog. Can you stop punching me, please? I just noticed you're stabbing me. If that could end. Why do they have backup? Good dog. I just realized I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just watching the fight. Pinning shot. The leader's down. You can get blown up. There's really no one else walking around who's going to be needing to be. Blow up these guys. Blam. Done. Dead. Great.
Unbelievable.
So,
Captain, you're right.
I am.
Good job.
Thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control.
yeah, that's
You have my thanks.
fair. Great.
Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision.
Yeah,
I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
I mean, that's a start. As I said, with the be reasonable as an option. Like, what the fuck is that? There's a dude. What is this? Ugh.
It's
You
the
can break
freedom
down
that
statues.
is
You can
waiting
destroy
at the end.
horrifying statues like this.
Gamlin must still be looking for us. And if he's not,
Wait. I think someone's coming.
Also, Avalon, Gamlin really can't get you in.
Leandra. Damn.
I don't even know if he can get us in.
Gamlin.
He doesn't look like a nobleman. He looks about as rich as we are.
I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
oh Gamlin, we came too late. My poor Carver didn't make it, and Drastic guide him.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
Then I'll get us in. Yeah, what about Mother?
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No, we stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's, gone.
What?
To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know
Oh.
some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Well, let's investigate. So there's no family fortune. Why don't we just leave? Sounds like fun.
Let's hear it, Uncle. What do you have in mind?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city.
Uh-huh.
The catch is, you and your sister have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
We cut down dozens of Darkspawn and an ogre to get here. That has to count for something.
Does.
Unless you brought an ogre's head along on the boat, I doubt it.
Yeah, Flemeth didn't really let us keep it. Also, Darkspawn bodies don't really stick around.
Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenrir. I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
Tell me about this mercenary.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner or anything, but he's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
Bethany.
What do you think about this, Bethany?
We've come this far. I don't care who we work for, as long as it means we don't have to go back.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here.
Honestly, small fish sounds perfectly
She's
fine.
fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
That's important. I will not work for a
Let's find
slaver.
them and see what they have to say.
Oh, Gamlen, I don't know about this.
Yeah, let's have a
It's
chat.
a lot of coin, Leandra. Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
What did you do to the name?
I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Yeah, what about you? I
See
don't
that it
know.
makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Galen, I want to punch you in several of your parts.
Have no real option. Thank you.
Oh, yes, let's get some learning in. Everyone loves listening to me read, right? Statues of tortured slaves fill the gallows courtyard, a ghastly memento of Kirkwall's history. Why? Not necessary. 1,500 years ago, it's been way too long for there to be this many statues still here. Kirkwall was the Tevinter Imperium's largest quarry, feeding the construction of the Imperial Highway. The Imperium's hunger for expansion led to legions of slaves forced into working the quarry. When the Empire's construction phase ended, Kirkwall slid naturally into its new role as the capital of the slave trade. The gallows at its heart. I believe we're at the gallows right now. Yeah, the gallows, that's why. The statues are not monuments to the suffering of the slaves. Are not monuments, okay? Every inch and angle of the courtyard was designed by magistrates bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. Why have we left it that way then? Executions took place daily, sometimes hourly. Corpses were hung from gibbets throughout the yard. New slaves trudging in from the docks saw what awaited them. When Our Lady turned her armies against the Imperium, the slaves of Kirkwall revolted and claimed the city for themselves. The gallows stood empty for 200 years, not to be reopened until the crowning of Divine Justinia I. The gallows transformed the city again when the abandoned prison tower became the home of Kirkwall Circle. Holy fuck, are you kidding me? So, not only do they have the entrance to this fucking city is still built to be an oppressive... every inch and angle of the courtyard was designed by magistrates bent on breaking the spirit of newcomers. That's what we have walked into. And the mages, who, if you'll remember from the previous game, live a basically enslaved-like life to, like, not even, like, really slavery, because slaves get put to work. These guys get something else. They get imprisoned. And they were like, you know this prison tower in the big oppressive slave city? That's the perfect place for us to put our, not slave, not prisoner mages. It'll be perfect. In the pursuit of knowledge, the travels of a chantry scholar by Brother Genitivy, who, if you remember, we also ran into him in the previous game. I got stuck inside the fence. Let me flee. Any bodies that can be looted? No. Hello,
I've
Cavril.
already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron,
What's his name? I'm sorry, are you threatening people?
Your business is done.
But
You sound like a prick. You're exploiting people
Now then,
who are in
what
pain.
can I do for you, Sarah?
Did you cheat that woman?
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
What am I supposed to do? Buy every piece of furniture these people dragged with them?
No,
I'm sure
but maybe
they'd
give them a
rather
fair
not
price.
sell what little they have left.
My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am
So
the lucky
you
man.
were forced to be here. Lucky
You
you.
mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans. Poor sods.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
I don't need anything.
As you wish, Sarah.
Rob you? Steal? Go into your chest right now and can't even talk to the desperate refugee. Fine. Go chat with the people over here. Hi there, the smugglers, eh? Any chests or anything? Hi there. I do like working with elves more than people. Or more than people.
Are you a Fenrir?
You must be Gamlen's niece. Interesting.
That was a Freudian slip and a half. It's basically a micro-direction. I do prefer working with elves versus working with humans.
Provided you can
Most of the
justify your
time.
uncle's confidence.
Okay, so you're a smuggler.
I'd like to know more.
It seems
about what
pretty-
we'd be doing for you.
Fine.
I can be honest. We don't compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep our fingers in a lot of pots.
Like how...
Said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what
Huh?
you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
We can
I agree.
be choosy.
That's also true. You're offering a lot for us.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be
I'm a
worth it.
thief. This is
After
what I'm
all,
good
it's
at.
not every day we're offered an
Rogue.
apostate's services.
It appears our uncle likes to talk.
Huh?
The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep
don't
them
want
from
that to be
taking
true.
notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
And you're an elf, so I do appreciate that side of it. Like, if I'm gonna find someone who's going to treat me with more respect, treat my sister with more respect, and help with the cover-up, I'm gonna trust an elf over a person. I really need to fix that. I really would trust an elf over a human, because no word of a lie, I definitely see an elf. I don't see an elf turning in, maybe a city elf, but like most elves aren't gonna turn on mages because they get just as much bullshit. How do you know Gamlen?
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He
Guys.
knows us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Oh, of course. So you're not taking us on to get us in to help, just to help out. It's because he's also.
Tell me what you need done.
There's
You
a
can still go
merchant
talk to
named
the merchant.
Cavro, friend
Yep.
of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the
That's why.
gateway. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Huh. That's as much as I don't like the guy, and I don't like that he's in deep with the Templars. The Templars, and he's using that to his advantage. How do I feel about Red?
Mirren?
Whose guards are the exact same guards as the person
And you must be Hawk.
the guy
Nice.
at the shop.
Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
You're a mercenary.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is well known in these parts. We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
I respect
Makes
that.
sense. I never pictured myself as the mercenary type.
Is it fair? You're paying a lot of money.
Getting us into the city will take a lot of coin.
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said your sister's a mage. You're willing to pay for that.
Does everyone know about us?
Your sister's not in the circle yet. Then probably not.
That's a good point.
You stick with us.
Getting
You'll
close,
be
though.
safe. For the year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlen cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
Great! Oh, my uncle's just wonderful. What do you need me to
I'm
do?
ready to prove myself.
Noble bastard named Friedrich is here in the gallows. Gave us bad info. Almost killed my men. Now he's hiding out here, waiting for a ship. He sees us coming, he'll run for sure. But he doesn't know you. Go kill him and his men. We'll make sure no one asks why.
So, the real ethical dilemma here is the smugglers won't do slavery or kill. And so, if I go and rough up that guy, then I'm doing better than Mirren here, because Mirren is sending me to kill someone, which is obviously morally wrong. And while it is probably better to not kill Frederick, and to just be like, dude, you gotta learn to not be a fucking asshole to people, Miram seems like the better option.
Courtyard again. He's still out there, but he's alone.
Also,
Making a move.
eat the rich.
I don't trust this. What will we do when the ship comes? Wait, who are you? I demand to know what you're doing here.
Talk.
I want to hear what you have to say before I decide anything.
Mirren sent them.
I'm not an idiot. I could have figured that out for myself.
Shocking. I thought you were an idiot.
I don't know what that pissant thug is paying you, but I'll double it just to
Sorry.
let us go.
Get us in the city.
All we want is a way into Kirkwall.
What? I don't have that kind of coin. I'm having trouble leaving the damn city.
So how are you gonna double it, buddy?
Sent refugees after us.
Uh-huh.
Ah, stinking dog lords. Kill them and send their bodies back to Mirren.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about killing you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bam! And stun him. Great. Frederick. Oh, hi there, buddy. You stop that? Thanks. Frederick. Hold still. Great. Oh, these guards got backup. Of course they did. Can't hit him. There we go. Great. Alright, Frederick. What do you got on you? Skinning knife. That's low, and I'm kind of still currently okay with that. Buy from the shops. I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, now that I've done that, I can no longer take this quest. So I can't do both of the quests and then choose who I want to help out. Fine. Let's level up real quick. Back to back, row stealths and moves to a target allied side appearance. Later, ready to render aid. Extracts all enemies trying to get a single partner and drawing them away from that ally and right to them toward the end, whichever ally each considers. Suppose after the rogue focuses on accuracy, yeah. Balanced for now. So, you to be nice and tanky. We'll explain more about those when we have to worry about it more. Battlemaster, maybe? Takes deep breath. Yeah, let's have you rallying people. That's absolutely the type of person that Avalon is. Right, after right click. I've been playing so many other games, I was trying to do other things.
May the bloody vultures feast on his corpse and shit him into the ocean.
Ah, that'll get him off the island like he hoped. And the city,
Tell
too.
your uncle I'm making the arrangements now.
Alright. Thanks for the job, I suppose. Alright, Gamlen.
Any luck?
Talk.
Yes, they've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Mirren and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
Thank you.
Then we made it. The voyage is over.
Yay. Let's not do that again for a year. Well, as long as we're safe.
Light may still spread, but for now we have a new home.
If only Carver were here with us.
And Wesley.
Yeah, and Wesley.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall.
I'm sure it was great, fun, right?
Arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated.
Oh yes, that would have happened within that year.
But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now.
Yep.
So she made her name, settling her debts with the mercenaries. It was a busy year in the city. That's how the Qunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship.
The reason I thought they were just already there.
Stranded in the city, waiting to return home.
I'm sure that's probably not an issue.
That's
Just more
also
people
when
to sit in
trouble
there
began
and
with
build
the
with the
mages.
resentment.
The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith.
Yeah, and she's not
Most
psychotic at all.
importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
Hear that? We're gonna meet Varric finally. Oh, sorry about that. Ah, there's Knight Commander Meredith. Everyone's favorite boss bitch.
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
No, that's what I'm asking.
But we heard you're going into the deep roads. Surely you'll need all the help you can...
No. You're too late. Already done. This is a sort of venture that can make a man for life. I'm not about to take any chances hiring random humans.
Why not? We have experience.
We've fought and killed Darkspawn. How many of your hired men can say the same?
Yeah.
Get in line, human. Half of Kirkwall wants to be my best friend right now. You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump.
I'm glad that I changed armor, but why didn't my sister get something different?
What are we supposed to do now? We've got
I
nothing
heard
to
her.
stop the next person who tries to sell us out. This expedition was our last chance.
Just relax. Be fine. Yeah, like, just relax. Just relax feels like the same response of we'll be fine, like, it's okay, calm down. But this is the sarcastic answer, and that's not what this needs.
We've made a name for ourselves this last year.
Yeah.
We'll find something.
We
no.
have to.
We need coin, status, something we can hide behind.
As long as we're just refugees, we're no one. Maybe Gamlen knows someone who
Sandal.
can talk to Bartram for us.
Ah, fucking Gamlen. Is there anyone else?
Our uncle's not exactly the most reliable tool in the shed.
Yeah, how about we rely on ourselves? No. No, he is not.
Might as well ask.
We have ourselves.
Otherwise-
Much better.
I don't know what
So
we'll do.
far over. And I've been robbed. I'm just gonna go deal with that. Okay. Oh.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want
to find yourself a new line of work.
Wasn't the arrow enough?
Off you go.
Alright. Hi there. Thank you for my money back.
How do you do?
Varric Tethras, at your
Oh, yeah, his
service.
name's Tethras.
I apologize for Bartrand. He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
Aha. You're a little too smooth.
You're going awfully far out of your way just to hire another guard.
Yeah.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner.
Huh?
The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the expedition. 50 sovereigns and he can't refuse.
Motherfucker, we needed work. Where am I supposed to... Yeah, money, what?
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big.
Oh, okay.
Only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn.
That is true.
Down there could set you and your family up for life.
Or ruin your lives forever.
Easy, but it's a chance. I think we have to take it. Better to work our way into this expedition than sit around waiting to be thrown in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
Why not?
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect. Kirkwall's crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Maybe
Sure.
Evelyn can find us some work. She's got a position with the city guard now.
Yeah, how?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you.
Oh.
Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up.
Okay.
Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
Alright, so here we are. We're starting our first real time living here. We have Sandalin Bowden. Everyone loves Sandalin Bowden. I'm not going to chat with him just yet. We're going to level up Varric. Let's make you be the scoundrel. Back to back for you. So we're going to move this to here. Activate it. How far down can I throw these? Oh, perfect. Dog. Great. Alright. Anyone else have any passives they want to activate? You do. Speed was most active of the rogue attacks with much greater speed. Can be used with precision. That's fine. So you get to be speedy. And I get to be not. So I'm precise, he's fast, and she's a mage. We need a warrior or somebody with close combat powers. Close combat abilities. What do we have here? Well, there's a lot of things to talk to. We have Worthy and Sebastian. Sebastian's a character that wasn't originally in the game. He was added as a DLC character, I believe. Sebastian also uses a bow. I completely forgot about Sebastian. Sebastian is an option we could have added to the team. But, again, I wanted to be able to be the rogue. I feel like Varric being the rogue and the person with the crossbow is integral for a lot of reasons. I'm bringing this up right now because it's very important to how I'm going to end the episode, I guess. I don't know. The point is, Varric being a rogue means that you always have to have a rogue in your party. In the original release of the game, he was one of the only rogues you could have in your party. I can't think of who the other one is right now. Oh, I remember now. She wields dual-wielding daggers. We'll get to her. We met her in the previous game. But two, because of Bianca, and just how unique Bianca is, most people are going to have Varric in their party. Also, Varric's kind of just the lovable rogue. He has such good charisma. He fits perfectly into the niche of what you're supposed to have in your party. You want to have Varric in your party, which is why he's also the storyteller. because it makes sense that he's going to be there for most people's versions of this game. Now, as you can see, I have a bow on my back, so chances are he's not going to be in our party unless it's required, which it will be at times. But we'll get to that much, much later. For now, you guys have yourselves a wonderful night.